There you go. Hello, this is the last three games of my night. I'm playing Identity 5, and I said, you know what? Let me just see how this recording thing goes on the phone. We're going to go to Profiles, Records, and actually record some matches like that. And I'm actually going to spectate myself. There we go. You can record the matches after the fact, and then you can spectate each player. So it goes around like that, including the killer. This is the gamekeeper rather. And he's chasing that person, and I'm just doing my thing. You see, I have the I play mostly coordinator and forward, and I managed to pick up this actually really nice cosmetic for her, the little shining firefly looking thing there, and I have the little geisha pet follow you, so it's really done well cosmetically, as opposed to Dead by Daylight, I suppose. They're fucking up. Yep. So I guess he left her alone, and he's going towards these two. When he's getting beat over there. The gamekeeper is the Deathslinger before the Deathslinger came out. He has this long, I guess, spear that he tosses at people. He drags them to him and he can hit them. At max presence, when he hits somebody with the spear and reels them in, it does 1 damage, and then they can hit him again for pretty much an insta down. It's a more efficient Deathslinger, if you will. He can actually down after hitting someone from reeling them in. And this is when I start going for all the saves. People are getting down relatively quickly here. This is just casual matches, not ranked. So I'm the coordinator, I have a flare gun, so I'm gonna get the stun here. Boop. Save. I'm going around. I'm going for this guy over here. And that's kind of like my job, the coordinator is to, coordinate saves. Yes. How's the gardener doing? Oh, the doctor is getting beat again. And this motherfucker's having a bad day. Perfect rescue. We get the rescue points. And I said I really love these cosmetics. You know, looking at Dead by Daylight, they're okay, but it's like the extra shit that goes into these Identity 5 cosmetics are really dope. But they can be, I guess, a ripoff. This is kind of a gotcha game. A lot of gambling, a lot of randomness. And of course I'm going for this save over here. To the doctor, we got to finish up some ciphers. The person's going over there. This gardener is in chase. Gardner's not looking back. I don't know why this guy wasn't really using his power. And I was chilling with the doctor over here. And that person is going to get down, I believe. And the thing about the coordinator actually loses decode speed when someone gets tied to a rocket ship. Or we call that hooked, I guess, in Dead by Daylight. So this doctor is going to go for the save. And had to right after the heal here. And I kind of hope that they'll let me go for the save, but I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight it here. I'll just do my job. And that guy's gone. Bye, guy. And this person's getting beat. So I pop this here. He's clearly coming, looking maybe around for me. I stick around a bit. Yeah. And it's really weird. There's going to be a killer match that I'm going to show as well, and it's like really weird turning and trying to hit 360s on like a fucking phone. It's just really weird. And of course, I guess as you see the killer now, I don't really see the killer in the match. This is something that is just for the recorded match. Doctor finishes it. I'll start to decode. The cool thing is you see in the game, you see where the exits are, so you don't really lose track, which is really nice. You can route and do a lot of nice things here. When you get the burst off of here, unlike Dead by Daylight, Lyth is actually broken off into two abilities. It's one for vaults and one for windows. I mean, one for pallets and one for like vaults, and that gives you a lot of leeway. And you can actually chain them together. And there is no exhaustion in this game. It's just like a 40-second cooldown between juggling these abilities. So that's really cool. You can stack them. You can stack the boosts. You can stack that with a hit boost as well, which is really interesting. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just getting the fuck out from here. I'm getting the booster from here. And right here, there's nice little short matches when I was here for you too. 8-9 minute match. And this person is, well, just chilling. Let's see how this works. Okay. There you go. That was a draw. There is a clear win condition in this game. If 2 people are dead, that's a draw. If there's more survivors, then that's a win for the survivors. If there's less than 2, then that's a loss for the survivors. This is Sacred Heart. Whoa, acting weird. There we go. And we can spectate this match too. This is with this weird robot flame bomb guy. As I said, I'm coming back from like a 2-year break. I don't know what this robotic fuck is. But I spawned in the hospital. I just started doing this cipher. We have here a priestess. This is a really interesting character. I had to start playing this character a lot. Well, I guess more. She can actually make portals, and she can link really far off distant places for herself or for her teammates to run through. And the lawyer, I guess, is just an average guy. Nothing really special, I guess. And this explorer is actually an interesting kind of guy. The explorer can actually shrink himself. He reads the little book of Gulliver's Travels, and he shrinks himself. See, he's getting bigger. And while he's shrunk, he can't be, I guess, detected by certain killer or hunter things, which is really interesting. Also, whenever he volts, he has what we call Dead by Daylight, a quick and quiet effect built in, so he doesn't alert the killer with a vault. This priestess is in chase. Okay, so bombs are like I'm learning too with this. So it's like lanes of flame attack, like a very, look at that. See the red lanes, and then the explosion happens there. Very telegraphed and robotic, like the character himself, which is pretty cool. Just use the portal, got the fuck out of there. Nice. Here he comes though. Ooh, dodge that. Okay. I'm just going in circles here because I'm like, you know what? I heard the beat. I don't know where it's coming from, and I said, hey, let me just get back on while she's doing her thing. And we're back in there. Yeah, the priestess is very annoying. You can see how annoying this is as a character. And there goes the boom. I almost finished my thing. The lawyer comes to help me, and I am going in for the save. I'm the coordinator, and you see here I have the Iron Lady outfit. It's like a bluish kind of scheme. And my pet, actually, if you do see the pet, is actually a little Sheba now. Instead of, there it goes, as opposed to a little geisha. And she's getting fucking camped. And he's guarding the body with like these bombs. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go in there. Coordinator Flare, get the fuck out of here, homie. She went that way, I went this way. I didn't give him a free hit or opportunity for one, and she's doing her best. And this priestess is ruined, right? What about here? Yep, baddie. Doors are done. I'm like, okay, where's the doors? I mean, ciphers are done. Remember, I can't see that outline. That outline is only in. There's the fucking bomb over there. I'm out of here. And that is that green thing I just saw was actually the we call it the hatch. Well, once again, I can't see that. This is only because this is spectating mode of a game that already happened. But you would get, as opposed to a key in Dead by Daylight, you would get a crowbar. You can actually fucking wrench it open, and they jump in. And that guy's getting camped to death, and it's like, and I already used my flare. I don't have the free save anymore. So, unfortunately, we have to leave our buddy here. And there it goes. and then the game will end for this person, and then we'll be out of this and on to the next game. Triple B2, what the fuck? I guess that's the name. Okay. And then we have the last match here, which is a geisha match. I got completely crushed by these guys. And I was learning a little bit how to use the geisha's power. And this is the last one for the night. The geisha has changed. The geisha now, she throws these butterflies, and I was not used to that. And when you face a very a toxic team of people who knew what they're doing, I'm pretty much a noob again. And I got mainly raped there, which is fine. Alright, so I'm not going to go to the survivor's perspective. I'm playing Hunter, so I want that to kind of be the perspective that people see it as. Right. Another two, I'm not so sure if it's the game or if it's my headphones. But the left audio is coming to the right and the right is coming to the left, which is really weird. But trying to find out where the things were. Here we go. Bop. So the geisha used to actually just be able to zoom at people. And since the geisha cannot just zoom at people anymore, she actually throws these butterflies. And she zooms to the butterflies. And if a survivor runs through the butterfly gets attached to them, like here. Oof. And you can actually zoom to the survivor. We got him here. Breaking pallets. And as you see, she's actually a lot quicker when she has an elegant, kind of beautiful face on. That's one of her. That's her first phase, like Mike Myers right here, like Mike Myers in Tier 1 and Dead by Daylight. Her radius is actually smaller, but unlike Tier 1 Myers, she actually moves much faster here. But when she has a demon mask here, she moves slower. The bump. There we go. So this is like noob relearning killer gameplay. And I don't know what they're doing here, like all bunched together. If they weren't bunched together, then I highly doubt I would have had a game like this. Like, look at them, they're still literally bunched together. Yeah, and that's something else. You see, you saw that person brought the pallet down on me during my blade wipe animation, so it didn't do anything. So there aren't stacking animations in this game, or stacking, I think, stuns, which is really interesting. Oop. Don't mind the screen lock. Don't mind it. And that's something that I was just getting bamboozled by, were these was throwing of the butterflies, and I have to take a lot of time to understand that and really utilize them correctly. Yeah, like right here, this is like fucking up my ears because it was like going. I was like, whoa, but the audio is mixed up in the ears. Throw the butterfly over there. I'm like, whoa, okay. Terror shock. So unlike Dead by Daylight, if you are in the middle of an action, I take it as like vaulting and doing certain things, and if you get hit in the middle of that, it's called terror shock. That's double damage. That's insta down. So that's a way to punish certain things. Unlike Dead by Daylight, the entity or whatever does not instantly block vaults, but if you do things incorrectly, then you are punished with an insta down. Right, and right here, I could have just threw a butterfly instead of breaking that pallet. Like, I have to get used to the fact that I have to throw a butterfly. I still have the reflex of the old geisha, which is just you look at somebody and you fly to them and beat their ass. And see how they're all working on this together. I have an ability called abnormal. All killers or hunters can have this secondary ability, and it's shared between all hunters. And you can just kind of choose it. It's just cool. And one of them is abnormal, which is pretty much Pop Goes the Weasel, but it moves a lot of the progress. But it's on quite the cooldown, though. It's on quite the cooldown. And I'm missing all these. Look at these. Missing these hits. Ooh. Over here. Where it's something that I don't want to do, maybe because like Dead by Daylight taboo. One of the reasons why I said I lose horribly is because oftentimes hunters will camp the first person they catch to get him out the way and to bait out rescuers. I don't know why I did it. I meant to turn, but I accidentally hit the attack button. I was like, oh shit. And that's something that I don't want to do. I don't want to camp. And that often cost me games because these maps are, as you see, are really big compared to Dead by Daylight. They're huge, and I overthrew that butterfly. That's fine. They're huge maps, and I'm like, shit. Trying to play fair in terms of I'm trying to bait out that butterfly. Trying to bait out that butterfly here. Bait out that dash. There it goes. She wasn't sure when I was going to dash. I was trying to bait out that vault. And we got the vault in there. Alright. 2 ciphers. Yeah. That's why the meta seems to be less really long chases, really good chases, because you're going to get camped. I guess oftentimes when it comes to these hunters, they'll protect their. Here's another time I got bamboozled. I was like, okay, I got to get used to that spot. That's how people play that. You throw that there. And I thought it went further. And that's what fucked me up. And I got it again. Break. Got the save. Okay, that's fine. For some reason I tried to go through it. I was like, yo, past 1 o'clock in the morning, popping out the best judgment. That's fine. They're healing there. And I didn't throw it far enough. But we got the hit anyway. That's fine. That's 3 down, and that's the wrap. But definitely they stood together way too often. These are people who are good to practice with. Trying to anticipate like their very basic movements. We get the 1. This person's not even struggling. No struggle. And that's fine for me. Like that. I'm like, yeah, where is this? There it goes. And that's a wrap. There you go, got out of that a little bit better.